Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with left back Alejandro Balde, as it has been reported that the Barcelona youngsters renewal is the main agenda of the meeting between Mendes and officials. Of course, Mendes met with Laporta and co yesterday, and of course, they also spoke about Balde, Nico, of course. Bernardo Silva, and many others. Of course, we're going to be focusing on what they spoke about Alejandro Balde in that meeting. Then, secondly, in these episodes, we are going to be talking about Frenkie de Jong, as it has been reported that the Barcelona midfielder is not happy at all with his current situation at the club, not getting regular minutes of football, and many other things. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, before we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you are just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona president Joan Laporta and director Mateo Alemany held a meeting with super agent Josh Mendes yesterday, and reports about what went down during the discussions are starting to leak into the media. It has been claimed that the Portuguese agent informed Barca about Manchester City's contract extension offer for the club's top target Bernardo Silva. Along with that, the possibility of recalling Nico Gonzalez from his loan spell at Valencia was also discussed. Now, Carlos Monfort of Gigantes FC has claimed that Mendes himself has confirmed that the main agenda of the meeting was to discuss the contract renewal of Barcelona defender Alejandro Balde. The 18-year-old is enjoying a proper breakthrough campaign at Barca this season and has become the first choice left back ahead of veteran stars like Marcos Alonso and Jordi Alba. So far, Balde has played 9 times across all competitions for the Blaugrana this season and has registered 3 assists in the process. The young star is impressed with his pace, dynamism, and attacking intent down the left-hand side. While he still remains a work in progress, Balde is rated highly within the Barcelona camp, and the club are hoping to tie him down to a long-term contract, much like they did with the likes of Pedri, Xavi, Ansu Fati, and Ronald Araujo over the past year. The teenage defender's current contract with the Catalans expires in the summer of 2024, meaning he will be entering the final year of his deal at the end of the current season. So far, it would bode well for Barca to close the renewal of the talented 18-year-old and ensure that his long-term future at the club is secured. And discussions with Mendes over the matter are certainly a big step in that direction. Balde has been one of the revelations of the season, there's no doubt about that. Of course, being a starter under Xavi, and of course, I think he has been doing so well. And when we see players doing well, it's something to celebrate. He's still very young, which means the future is bright for us. So I think our left back role is secured. Jordi Alba, who have been our starting left back for many years, have seen a decline in game time, a decline in form, and of course have not been worth to start any game, to be honest. Despite Barcelona bringing Marcos Alonso as well from Chelsea on deadline day in the transfer market, Alonso have not really been in his best form, and with all due respect to Alonso and Alba, Balde is far better than them right now this season. And of course, so yesterday when Laporta met with Alemany as well as the agent of Balde, Josh Mendes, they spoke highly about this Alejandro Balde, and there was also the possibility of extending his contract. Things were like his future was discussed by those people yesterday. And definitely we are expecting them to, Barca to extend his contract. His contract expires in 2024, which means Barca must renew it. We must renew it. He has 2 more years left. Definitely he will stay longer than this because of the way he has been playing, the way he has been growing and getting matured. I think he's doing well. And for all the games he has played, I don't think he has made any single mistake. I mean, Bade has been doing so well, getting 3 assists already in La Liga. Of course, he's worth to be trusted. He's worth to be trusted. He has pace. He's very, he's good. He's good. And definitely, Alba will definitely not see much game time anymore, as Alba is the third choice to Xavi after Marcos Alonso. So I think the more Bade continues to perform so well like this, he will start many more games because he's trusted by the manager, and Barcelona are looking to see how they will extend his contract in the near future. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong is not particularly happy with the situation at the club. As reported by Spanish publication Diario AS, Xavi does not really count on the Dutchman's services in the big games, and it was made pretty evident during the recent 3-3 draw against Inter. It must be noted that last season, Frenkie de Jong was an undisputed starter, but things began to change during the summer transfer market when he refused to join Manchester United, while deciding to stay at Barcelona without lowering his wages. The former Ajax man was of the idea that he would play a decisive role this season, but on the contrary, he has been nothing but a squad player for Xavi, only playing the final few minutes of important games. As one can suspect, the young wants to play regular first-team football, but is also aware of the fact that he is now behind the likes of Pedri and Gavi in the pecking order. Furthermore, Xavi does not really want him to acquire Sergio Busquets' position, meaning that once a replacement comes in next season, De Jong can bid his Barcelona career a nice goodbye. If the situation continues to persist, it won't really strike as a surprise if he pushes for an exit himself. In that regard, Manchester United are still in contact with his representative, and at Old Trafford, he will not only be an unassailable starter, but will also be an ambassador of Erik ten Hag's project. The current situation, however, is far from pretty, as the last time he played full 90 minutes for Barca was against Elche in mid-September. Since then, he has played only 2 matches for the team, 2 27-minute cameos against Celta in La Liga and against Inter in the Champions League. Despite all this, the Dutch midfielder still hopes for a return or for a turn in fortune, and will want to play as many minutes against Real Madrid as possible. The reality, however, could strike hard, but in all fairness, the young should have seen it coming after the summer fiasco. In any way, he is once again, if he once again starts from the bench against Madrid, his discontent towards the team will only increase. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.